Sketch? So I'm gonna let you take over on this one.
Fuck. It's just a super buggy ability. So what it does is it's determined by your party leader and which magic is in your 28 slot, and then depending on what it is, very magical things happen. So we'll be using the sketch glitch to warp from the beginning of the floating continent to the very end of the game. So basically, by learning certain magic and then by writing values to memory, by either imping or throwing tinctures, something to refill magic, we're going to sketch an Ingatar, which normally you can't sketch an invisible enemy, and we're going to end up putting every status effect in the game on us. And the last status effect that we get is the engulf status. So we're going to warp from the Ingatar battle to inside a Zone Eater with our airship. So there's two separate glitches going on, the airship glitch and the wrong warp glitch. So we skip going through the floating continent, we skip saving Sid, we skip going through Tentacles, Daryl's Tomb, we skip all of that, and we go right to the World of Ruin with our current party. And then we basically grab the Tizen timer, which allows us to throw a house at Kefka. We save some coordinates, we warp around, and we beat the game.
I was kind of talking with Dyne yesterday. I'm like, this is basically stale reference manipulation we're doing, isn't it? It's like, yeah, pretty much. I'm like, oh, cool. I kind of understand that from watching Ocarina of Time figure out Ace and then SRM. So, can I introduce to everybody the coach?
I figured I'd jump in for at least this part in case something goes wonky.
Attack. Attack. Did I do that backwards? I don't think it really matters.
Nope. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme, because you're still waiting for
And then...
Cyan's ATB.
Oh, you cockroach.
Yep. I actually don't know if it's better to wait for Cyan to kill himself or Sabin.
Okay.
Either way, it just seems like it's such a ATB cost when he lives with like 1 hit point.
So then I just retort and I have to wait for this attack.
You can open up the Sortek menu and start charging it.
I actually have to know what the suplex buttons are now.
Yep.
I can't be like, oh, I just don't know what it is. Alright. Easy.
And that's it.
Alright, we're gonna see how this goes. I am going off of a picture.
Let's try.
Don't know where these things are, dude.
Oh, you didn't even sell the white cape.
Boom.
Nice.
Frickin' easy, bro. I would've lived.
If that was a back attack or a side attack, you would have been pooched.
Listen, I don't need this negativity in my life. You make me nervous when I see stuff changing after I just did it.
I had it hovered and I was holding delete when I was talking to you, and I don't know why. And I was like, why the fuck is there only two things there?
So I looked and I'm like, wait, peace ring, wall ring. I got rid of the hyper wrist already. Typed in hyper wrist. Okay.
Yeah.
Nir was saying about how he accidentally deleted a section in notes that someone else was using in the middle of a run and screwed over their run.
Hooligan did that to me with the old bosses. He was updating it and shot me right to the very top of it. So
like,
I was in the middle of a boss fight, and all of a sudden I was at the top of the notes, and I was like, what are you doing to me?
I think I got this. Well, frick me sideways.
Nice, nice. Touche, 10 out of 10.
This attack was safe, okay.
Yeah.
That attack may have fricked that up. Never mind.
Don't do any other damage outside of retort.
Oh, my bad.
Never mind.
Oh, he's dead. Did I tell you about my great revolutionary thing to do with this little plushy mug?
Nope.
I just noticed the other day that there's a little string hook on his back. And so instead of trying to pinch him between the pop filter and the mic, there's a nice little knob that I can just hang him, and not only is he now getting not covered by the arm, he stays on there way better. And I had this thing for months, and I never noticed it has that stupid little thing there. Wife came down because I just yelled to myself, "You gotta be freaking kidding me. What? This thing has a hook." That's it? Yes. I forgot about delay, so I was like, whoa, wait.
4. And then run after this.
Oh, that's
One
not
more
good.
hit, and then run.
Oh, poop. Feels bad, man.
Alright.
Oh, cool. Get frick.
Nice desperation attack.
Yeah, that was my... Oh. They'll lose anyway.
You can always hit him for a 6 time if you want.
I guess so.
But don't try to time the run like we do in Glitchless. It just won't work out.
Oh, okay.
I had a hard time making it work out. Not saying that like it won't, but...
Alright, first try.
First try, every time. You can try to bait out the Joker Doom before they attack.
Boom, easy.
GG.
Wait, why am I making him run from these? I'm being stupid. I'm gonna put in nice big bold letters. Lock only runs from 1. Yeah, after the next little bit here, things are gonna get kind of funky. Welcome in, everyone, to learning a suplex. Oh, you missed the suplexes! I mean,
You're
we
about
didn't.
2 hours late for the suplex.
we tried to suplex something. It didn't actually get suplexed, but then Cyan just went crazy and started killing things.
So coming up is the big glitch of the run.
Things are gonna get funky.
We're doing a save and a reset to manipulate a Ingatar for our first encounter. Normally, you're not supposed to be able to sketch invisible enemies, but because this is a 1.0 cart, a lot of funny things are going to happen. So we're going to start off. Edgar is going to imp lock a couple of times, and then we're going to remove it. And then we're going to throw tinctures on him. Well, what all this is doing is writing 1s and 0s into memory. So basically at this point in time, we're just manipulating the game's internal memory. The way the sketch glitch works is it goes by your party leader, which spell is in the 28th slot. So we've manipulated our magic order as well as what spells we've learned. So Locke's Remedy occupies the 28th slot. So we need to wait and see if Imp lands. If Imp lands, it writes a 1 into memory, and then Green Cherry will write a 0 into memory. So whether you're throwing anything that restores magic is good. You can use a tincture, ether, elixir. So we had Taro run to manipulate the magic menu once again because it's one less character in the fight. So, and that's the sketch glitch. So what happens is the inventory ends up getting corrupted. We're going to get roughly around 1,100 dirks. We're going to get warp stones. We're going to get some flame shields, luminas, guardians. We're going to get a large chunk of just stuff we're not supposed to have access to. This is one side effect of the sketch glitch is kind of like memory corruption. So the glitch does take some time to activate, so during this time, the game's running code at this point. We're just rearranging our inventory. The length this glitch takes to activate it varies. It's dependent on the frame you hit the sketch command.
Now I'm just chilling.
Yeah, now we're just waiting for the glitch to activate.
There we go.
So what we did is we manipulated the addresses to, 1, give us an airship, and 2, to inflict every status effect in the game on us. And the last status effect that gets inflicted is engulf. So the game goes, well, you have the engulf status, you must be in the World of Ruin. So we're in the World of Ruin, we skipped the floating continent, we skipped Kefka destroying the statues. We have our whole World of Balance party intact, which is very nice because we don't have to go looking for anyone. So our first thing now that we're in the World of Ruin is we're going to go steal a timer. Most notably, the community calls it the Tizen timer. So it's the timer where Sabin's holding up a house. And because the game is kind of in this glitched state at the moment, we're going to enter the house in the World of Balance, and we're going to leave, or we're going to enter in the World of Ruin, and we're going to leave in the World of Balance. Save state here in case you get caught and you can't leave. So we're going to go in the house, we're going to steal the timer, and then the rest of the run is on a strict time. We have to get to the Kefka cutscene before this timer runs out, and ta-da, we're in the World of Balance. We can freely leave.
Oh, I forgot where Kefka's tower is.
So now we're going to go to Kefka's tower. We are going to set up for some, it's called map warping and coordinate storage. But Kefka's tower cutscene, for everyone that's in the cutscene, the game clears those coordinates. So we have to start the cutscene, escape Kefka's tower, and then we're going to fly to Mobliz. The game developers were really, really lazy, and they used a lot of the same base map addresses for multiple areas. So we're going to go to Mobliz, and then set some coordinates that's going to put us to the top of Kefka's tower. So don't mind the garbled mess in the bottom right corner. Everything is fine.
That's normal. Think of it like a watch.
So we've entered Kefka's tower. We're gonna leave. Say hi to Daryl.
Oh, back here. Oh, frick, I go there? Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, we're perpetually stuck in the earthquake animations for the next little bit.
I have no idea where to actually put this foot more than...
It doesn't really matter much. It's all just one step away. So here, by changing party leaders, Gao to party leader, and then Terra. So by putting the party, someone else to a party leader and then leaving, we're writing their coordinates into memory. So Gao, Terra, and Setzer all have their coordinates written to the top of Kefka's tower. So now we're okay to do the actual deep dive. So even though we have a boatload of people, we only need 6. You can't do this with 3 solo characters because you can't warp with 1 character because there's nowhere to pull external coordinates from. So here we're going to switch to Locke's party, do an equip menu, and then we're going to hit a save point. There's another glitch in this game called the the save anywhere glitch. So as long as one party is on a safe spot, the other 2 parties can also use tents and things like that. As we can see, Realm is turned into a Moogle.
I wasn't sure if Magitech Arm or Beam actually counted as a special or not. Turbulence? I'm pretty sure the game plays like this normally.
So we're going to go to the save point to allow people to use tents. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch our party leader, use a tent, and then switch to a different party. So what the game is doing is, instead of when we go through a complete cycle, when we switch through all 3 parties, the game says, oh shit, your coordinates say you're not here. You're supposed to be here. And that's when the warp happens. So right now we're going to switch the Tara and Edgar party to set up their warps. Some use another glitch. This run just uses tents for it. It's the safest and easiest way to do it.
I like the encounters because it gives me time to read.
Yep. So now we're going to write Lock and Realms coordinates. So they can also warp to the top of the tower, because we're way too weak to be fighting anything. So thankfully, there's some coordinates we can store right outside this door. So we've stored Lock's coordinates, and we're going to leave, and then we're going to switch parties. 1, 2, 3, 4. And bam, we're at the top of Kefka's tower.
Territory leader. Swap party twice.
And now we're going to do the same thing with Realm. We're just going to switch, use a tent, and that'll bring that party also to the top of Kefka's tower.
Cool.
And then once again, we're going to do the same thing, but so you're supposed to step on the switches with 3 parties. But you can also step on the same switch with 3 parties. So what we're doing now is we're writing everyone's coordinates to that switch. And then we're going to do another set of tents to warp all 3 parties onto that one switch. Because the game goes, well, your coordinates say you're here, so you must be here. The game is very dumb. So now we're going to go down with the Lock party. We're going to switch parties twice, and that's going to move all 3 of us onto a single switch. Or I guess the Edgar party. So 1, 2, 3. Ta-da, we beaten Kefka's tower.
That was stressful.
It's a lot more stressful than it looks. So the timer is going to run out during this cutscene, but thankfully the cutscene trumps the timer. So what happens at the end of this cutscene, Sabin is going to get crushed by the house back into Zen. So the only way, the game is flagged for the final fight. The only way you lose is by the annihilation text box from all 4 of your party members dying in the fight. Since we're getting taken out of the fight, but not via a party wipe, the game thinks we beat the video game. So what happens is the fight's going to start with a solo Sabin. We're going to instantly leave it, and it's going to cue the end credits.
Yeah, I didn't even really look at the gifts at all, other than like just making sure I knew exactly where Locke needed to go after he went down the tunnel. That was the only one that I really looked at. On fade out, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Cool. 350,
Ta-da.
34, boys.
You beat the video game.
I have beat the You know, usually I struggle a lot on that boss. I don't know, this seems pretty easy. Shave off 20 minutes. I bet you I could shave off 10 off of this.
Your next run, you'll probably save 10 minutes. I mean, unless like some really bad shit happens.